Hi, welcome to our first training in the Pinterest membership or the Pinterest Accelerator membership. Um, this training is all about getting your strategy set or at least started. Um, and this kind of like requires you to have set up your account. So make sure you've done all of that stuff. The videos are in the membership portal, so you can find them there if you haven't done it yet. But we're just gonna go through this. I have it as a Google Doc, so I'll be sharing it with you, so you can just grab it, so you can follow along, or if you just want to read, you got it. So I'm just gonna go through this, and we're gonna talk about making a strategy. And like an important thing to remember is that it is not a one and done thing. You have to go in and refine and update like regularly, but that's something that we're going to talk about a little later on another training, because we just want to get started and just get a strategy going. So we're going to talk about what to post, when to post, how often you should be posting, uh, and then also like the free resources and kind of what happens after people see your pins and after you've pinned, because that is a big part of your strategy. So let's just go into it and talk about what you can be posting on Pinterest. So, like your offers is a thing that you can be promoting, but what you have to remember is that people coming in from Pinterest, they're usually cold. They're there to browse, to be inspired, and to learn. So sending them like straight to your high ticket service might not be the best option. Um, but it is like you can most certainly do it. I'm just like kind of like preparing you for like maybe that's not going to be the best way to go. But doing like blog posts, freebies, podcast, YouTube, even sending them to your Instagram for some stuff if you have like a reel or something that's very relevant over there, but you don't have anything on your website about it just yet. Just add your just link it to your the reel or whatever it is, the carousel. And then, like, if you have digital products that you sell, like templates, workbooks, anything like that, and physical products, and of course, your portfolio. Always have your portfolio linked. So if you do like, if you have like one, if you have one client per like link, so you would do like if you do website design. I'm going to give you an example because I'm like not explaining this correctly. But if you have like you do a website for a client and you do on your website a portfolio page strictly for that client, then you'll write like a little bit about what the project was about, what you did, how you worked, and like all of that stuff, and then some images and all of that, and then you link that to Pinterest, and then people will be inspired. They'll come to your website, they'll sign up, and all that stuff. And then for another client you have another page, and then so on. And so the same thing goes for like if you're a photographer, like every session that you have, every event that you have, like make your own, like give it their own page on your website, so they have their own home, so you can link to that. And then like I said, it's with this organic marketing on Pinterest, it is a top of funnel, and you have to like bring them in, um, have them discover you on Pinterest, and then deliver. You deliver the goods on your website, always. Going above and beyond, you build awareness, brand awareness, authority. You're like positioning yourself as the expert in your field, with your new audience. And then like in this long form content that you have in your blog post, portfolio, freebie, podcast, whatever it is, that's where you also pitch your services and you pitch your other products that you have. Always be selling, like everywhere. Always be selling. Keep it casual. Okay, so a big thing is like when to post. I hear a lot about this. A lot about like when and how much do I post to Pinterest. And it's not like any, I don't have a straight answer for you. But when it comes to when to post, uh, it doesn't really matter because it's a search engine and it takes time to index. So if you post at 7 a.m., 4 p.m., it's not going to matter. I like to space it out throughout the day just to have like an organized system and a steady flow of content going out just to be consistent. Um, and then you have like scheduling tools like Tailwind. I'm currently trying out Buffer. They will give you like best times based on when your audience is on Pinterest. But that's kind of, I feel like that is more from when Pinterest tried to be a social media, which they're not. It's a search engine. Post whenever you have time, like whenever you see fit, and just making sure you have a steady flow of content. I wouldn't like if I do like 4 or 5 pins a day, I wouldn't do them all at the same time. I would just like space them out a little bit. And then like how often. So this is where a lot of people get stuck. And they also like one, they think they have to pin like 30 times a day, which is not the case at all. That's old. And then they have to pin like everybody else's content. But you just have to pin your own. So let's go into this. It also just depends on how much content you have to pin. So if you have like a lighter content bank, you have not that much content yet. You're working on it. You're building up. Your blog is new, and you're just starting out. Um, just like pin one pin a week per link that you have, so you don't like keep adding the same link over and over again every single day. Space it out. 7 days between is great. That's just to not trigger the spam filter that you like keep loading up the same thing over and over again. And if you have more, uh, one a day, and then keep just adding up on top of that, like space it out. Uh, so for if you have like 7 blog posts, links to share, you would do like link 1 on Monday, Tuesday link 2, Wednesday link 3, and so on. And then if you like have some extra freebies or anything on top of that, you just like put it on top. um, and then like for more, if you have like a huge content bank, just start uh, filling it up. If you could do like 3 pins a day maybe, and then add your freebie on top of that if you have a freebie. um, what is important is that you're consistent about it. That's kind of like all of it. And keep like the main focus is fresh links. So if you do have like a huge content bank, like you've been blogging for years and this is now like you're now taking Pinterest seriously, go back in your content hub, see what all of your blog posts are about, and see if anything is like matching any upcoming trends or something, and then start with that just to leverage the trends and just get the momentum going maybe a little bit. uh, yeah, and then like going in as well and updating your blog posts and making sure that those are still relevant before you pin them. And then I think like just you just want to get started. And if one pin a day or three pins a week is what you can do, that is perfectly fine. You can always build up as you get more comfortable. We don't want to just take on too much and then quit because it's too much. Okay, and I did make a note here like your free resources at least pin once a week. If you have like five free resources, fill it up. Fill up your queue here every day, Monday through Friday. A free resource goes out. Next week, same thing. Fill it up. Get people in because that's where the money is. That's what we want. Okay, so you got your pins, you got your your you know how much to post. You have like all of that kind of mapped out. If you need help, let me know. But then you're like, but what happens when they click my pins? So we touched on it a little bit. Call to action on your page where they land. You want them to land on some type of long form content, showing your expertise, your portfolio, or something else that solves a problem and builds that trust. And then in that content, tell them their next step. Be very clear. Like, sign up for my newsletter, get a free resource um, to help out, to take them closer, and then you sell them on your email list and nurture them. Book a call to learn how I can do this for you. Listen to this podcast because this is relevant to that. Watch this video on YouTube because that is relevant to that. Um, Read this other article that I have because it's relevant. You'll learn more. Follow me on socials for like more quick, easy tips. All of that stuff that's gonna like move them further down your marketing or sales funnel uh, to go from discovery to purchasing to booking. And that's kind of like the quick like way to start out with your strategy. Now later on we're going to get into like more details about it, but this is to get you going because I want you to start pinning now, not in 3 months. So get to it and let me know in the Telegram if you have any questions or if you need help with your strategy because I'm here to support you and I want to help you.